The draft series is a way for the teams to actually get new players, diba? So parang ang very exciting part nito is that yung mga players na that would go through the draft series would actually be picked by the team owners themselves.
Hi everyone and welcome to the Nationals Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open. My name is Tony Moreno and we have a very exciting Sunday morning, afternoon hanggang evening for all of you guys because today is the day 2 of our first Challenger Series, Leg 1. And of course, kahapon meron na nga tayo mga matches and balita ko sa mga casters natin. Medyo walis-walis nga naman daw ang nangyari doon. And they'll tell us a bit more about that later on. And a bit of trivia about what happened yesterday. Ang ating most picked map ay ang firing range. And while may hula na ako kung bakit yun ang most picked map, let's leave it to the experts, to our casters later on to explain kung bakit nga ba yun ang naging most picked map kahapon. But of course, proceeding to our top 8 teams from different pools, we have for Pool A, ISCP Varsity versus Powerpuff Boys. For Pool B, we have C8 Legacy versus the WPM Low Kings. And for Pool C, we have CAC Kings versus Tyrant N6. And lastly, for Pool D, we have PDR Esports versus Sector 0. And of course, helping us out later on, mag-explain ng technicals, ng mechanics, and everything for us to better understand and enjoy the game. We have our very reliable casters. We have Red Queen and Bravo 6 helping us out this Sunday, this beautiful Sunday game day. So Bravo 6 and Red Queen, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Tony Moreno on the host desk. And you know what, partner? Anong ginagawa mo dyan?
Kasi sabi ni Tony, walis-walis eh. So medyo nagpe-prepare na ako for another round of non-stop CODM action.
So ibig sabihin, part ka din ba ng International State College of the Philippines? BS in Sanitation Engineering, major in pagwawalis ng laro.
Yes, oo. Pwede na yon. Double major ka sa ISCP, di ba?
Yes, alam mo, proud graduate ako ng ISCP. BS Communication, major in Tolits. Tol,
Yun.
anong latest?
Yun, nako.
Tapos yung isa kong degree, BS Commerce. Major in sinesell ko or nagpapakilala ko sarili ko pero gino-ghost ako.
Ay,
Sorry.
grabe.
Anyway, hindi tayo nandito para maghugutan pero Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Again, Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open, powered by the Nationals, it is. And I'm just so thrilled to be casting again with my girl Red Queen right here. Bang bang. Dahil maraming bang-bang na mangyayari ho ngayong araw na ito and on to this entire action-packed day 2. So, let's talk a little bit about the specifics. Of course, we got a best of 5. Best of 5 tayo ngayon.
For today, yes, this afternoon. Yeah.
Best of 5 series po tayo ngayon. Of course, we got Hardpoint. We got Search and Destroy. We got Control. We got another Hardpoint and another Search and Destroy match coming up to you. So, gives you a little bit of these championship level feels, Red Queen.
Yeah, so alam nyo na agad, no, medyo magiging exciting talaga yung mga series of games natin for this afternoon kasi naman magaganda yung maps na pinili nila, magaganda rin yung mga game modes. Yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng game modes natin for this afternoon, bravo, parang kasing exciting lang yan nang nangyari kahapon. Alam mo, honestly, hindi pa rin ako nakaget over dun sa na-witness nating tenacity and of course, yung mga sweeps nga na nangyari kahapon with the CAC Kings sa C8 natin. At syempre, hindi ko pa rin nakakalimutan yung ginawa ni Crate na pagbang-bang dun sa wall at nakakuha at nakapita siya agad ng player no from the opponent side. Of course, if you don't wanna miss out on all of the action that is happening right now dito sa the Nationals, well, of course, it's very simple. All you need to do is follow us on all of our social media pages. We got our Facebook page, facebook.com/PHNationals. And of course, for our Twitter and Instagram, it's at PHNationals. And for our YouTube channel, na wag niyong kakalimutan mag-subscribe, it's youtube.com/TheNationals. PH.
Well, I couldn't agree more. You have no more excuses, mga ka-CODM, mga kababayan, when it comes to missing out on all of the action. So we got you covered. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We got it definitely covered for all of you. So ngayong araw po na ito, batay po sa ating information from our league operations team, ang atin pong maps will be this in this sequence. So we got raid for hardpoint, we got standoff for search and destroy, we got slums for control, we got takeoff for the second hardpoint for game number 4, and for game number 5, it will be at the firing range. Marami pa rin pumipili ng firing range, and definitely, it's a very good map pool, you know what? Kasi hardpoint sa raid, if I'm not mistaken, so it's definitely gonna set the tone there. Then you put in a lot more work in the search and destroy points sa standoff, so talagang again challenging yan. Pero pag-usapan natin sandali yung ating mga modes. Of course, let's start with the hard point thing. 250 points, 600 seconds. So definitely, it's gonna be one heck of a match just like what we saw yesterday.
Yes, aabangan ko talaga yan kasi we have actually some seasoned veterans na will be joining us dito sa fight natin yun. Iso-surprise ba natin sila or i-reveal na natin? Siyempre, mas maganda yung may konting suspense para maganda yung bitaw natin. Pero partner, if you think you can do better than the players na meron tayo dito sa The Nationals, we have to remind our viewers that the registration is already open. And yun nga, sabi, if you can walk the walk, if you can talk the talk, well, all you need to do is just register dito sa The Nationals. And I will have to remind you na yung Academy Series natin will close on August 23. And for the Challenger Series natin will close on the 25th. So meron pa kayong konting araw para makapag-register dito at mapatunayan nyo na, hey, kaya namin makipag-bardagulan dito sa The Nationals. Kayang-kaya namin yan. So guys, this is your moment to shine. Register na sa The Nationals.
And of course, CODM fans, gaya nga lang na-mention ni Red Queen, very important for you to really sign up now. Go to the Facebook page ng The Nationals. Andun po yung ating link for the registration as well as the tournament rules. Nandyan din po. Academy Series, very important ha. This is open to students who are currently enrolled for the upcoming school year 2022 to 2023, and you have to be at least 15 years old and above. So registration po is free for all Filipino players nationwide. So for the students, again, for the Academy Series, kailangan enrolled po kayo. Importante, enrolled kayo for the upcoming school year 2022 to 2023. And alam mo, we were discussing this yesterday, and I think it's worth mentioning again. Ito na ho yung panahon, mga kakode, mga kababayan, na our esports scene is slowly building up, and Call of Duty Mobile is a title that gives everyone so much opportunity. So, don't waste your opportunities, guys. Ito na yung pagkakataon para maipakita ninyo yung galing ng Filipino esports athlete sa buong mundo. And of course, grabe, let's get back to our first matchup. ISCP Varsity versus itong ating Powerpuff Boys. So malalaman kaya natin kung magtatagumpay yung varsity team ng Blue Barking Aspins o tatalunin sila nitong ating Powerpuff Boys. Here we go. Partner, take it away.
Eto na naman tayo, guys. Another match dito sa ating hardpoint. And again, sinabi nga ni partner Bravo 6, race to 250 dito, guys. And of course, our teams will gain points kapag halimbawa nakapag-step na sila doon sa hardpoint. So, uncontested to, guys, ha. So, ganito ang labanan natin dito sa ating hardpoint. And so far, ISCP Varsity, very promising ang pagkakasimula ng match natin dito. Kasi 11-0, partner. 11-0. So, that means they really have a good defense or display of skills dito na nangyayari ngayon for our match.
And as we can see right now, early defense right there being cracked ng Powerpuff Boys. The Powerpuff Boys literally bringing sugar, spice, and everything nice in their offense right there. As we could see, ISCP Varsity, mukhang naalala na sila ng ating Powerpuff Boys because of that early break in the defense. If I was the Blue Barking Aspins for that matter, kailangan tumapak na sila ulit, tumanap ng paraan, utilize the scrap time, find a way to break the hill, and or retreat to the next hill.
Yes, sugar, spice, and everything nice. Pero sabi nga, no, si Professor Utonium nadagdagan ng Chemical X. Kaya naman, 28, 29 points na po. Meron ang ating mga Powerpuff Boys. 215. So, napakaganda agad ng laban natin dito, guys. Pero I'm sure, itong ICP Varsity natin, ang taas ay ang bilis ng angat ng ICP Varsity natin dito, guys. Meron na agad Varsity na approve na ni Dean Atienza natin dito, guys. So, 21 to 29 points natin dito. Still in favor of our Powerpuff Boys.
So if I were ISCP Varsity, ayan, nakinig sila siguro sa payo ko, tumapak agad sa hardpoint. Very important for them to capitalize on that 38 seconds to go. Gotta find a way to go for the defense, and Owen with a very big two-piece right there.
Yes, that was actually a very nice offense coming from Owen of Powerpuff Boys. Siyempre, ayun nga, no, these guys are really showing an impenetrable defense right now against our ICP Varsities. And guys, this hardpoint, marami tayong respawn dito, unlimited life, pero you need to have a solid or good set of rotations dito to keep the consistency of the game.
Epox, Nilikorani, Joshua, and I think our team from Powerpuff Boys rather, now rotating on to the point number 3 or P3. Very wise move there. Goes to show how veteran these Powerpuff Boys are. I'm getting information from one of my reliable sources, aka aking bugwit, na mukhang meron dating sinalihang team daw to. Joshua going in for the Purifier play, trying to hold on to the point, and that is a stacked offense coming in from our ISCP Varsity.
Yes, ICP Varsity to the moon, to the sun. Ako, hindi ko yata alam kung paano yung sequence ng kanta na yun. And everything in between, 61 to 44, still in favor of Powerpuff Boys. Pero mukhang no problem naman, no? Easy peasy, mukhang nagbibigay lamang sila dito sa ating Powerpuff Boys. Pero definitely, nakakahabol naman sila dito. Kasi sunod-sunod, itong pagpatay ni Epoch dun sa mga players natin coming from Powerpuff Boys, definitely, no, medyo napaparalyze niya itong defense ng ating Powerpuff Boys. Ang tanong na lang dito, gaano kabilis nila mahahabol, no? Makokontest yung mga hard points natin dito, partner.
Powerpuff Boys getting into that scrap time. Tama ka, partner. Importante makalipat or yung mabilis ang rotations, especially in a fast-paced map like this, and your opponents definitely know how to counter. And ISCP Varsity bench and Badman literally buoying the dynamic duo with 12 and 11 kills respectively. Very important at this point in time. Owen with a big annihilator. You'll make it a two-piece.
Yes, you really need to establish a good parameter defense to at least, no, keep at bay yung mga opponents natin dito. And so far, again, promising pa rin ang start ng ating Powerpuff Boys dito. Tinatry humabol ng ICP Varsity again with those awesome kills na ginagawa. Katulad ni Chef natin dito ngayon. Wasn't able to take down any opponents, but still, no, he is still trying to do the best that he can to actually penetrate dito sa mga hard points natin dito, partners.
I couldn't agree more. 32 seconds left on P4, and as we can see, Siav going in for the utility right there. Siav going in for that big kill, pero mukhang nahuli siya. Important now for ISCP Varsity to keep holding on and defend any attempt from the Powerpuff Boys to get the hill.
Yeah, so we got actually one player coming from ICP Varsity trying to do the anchor, but unfortunately, no, medyo napasok na siya dito na tatlong players coming from our Powerpuff Boys. Para hindi ko maintindihan ba't ang lalayo ng rotation na ginagawa ng mga players coming from ICP Varsity. Kaya naman medyo napapasok sila ng nagro-rotate coming from Powerpuff Boys. Nasislay sila dito, partner. Sunod-sunod.
Importante kasi yung consistency sa depensa, and you have to stick with it. If you're gonna defend. If you're gonna attack. If you're gonna make a two-pronged assault, then you better go for it. Yako going for the wall bang right there, but the shots don't connect. Siav going in, but the grenade threat is right there, and Owen going in for a solid perimeter defense dito sa ating hardpoint, P5.
Yes, so actually two players coming from ICP Varsity tried to do an entry point coming from the south part area of the map, pero lahat sila ngayon nagkumpulan sa north side. Titatry nilang pasukan itong gitna ng mapa natin dito, pero napakaganda pa rin ng pag-hold ng position, pag-hold ng line nitong mga Powerpuff Boys natin dito. Mukhang aral na aral kay It's Him.
Oo nga, alam mo, grabe yung pag ano ng depensa nila doon, yung awareness nila, yung nabasa kagad nila how the ISCP Varsity will be able to rotate. Owen going for the hip fire, the spray and pray connects. Hot dog, makakaprito kaya siya ng hot dog? Or half-baked yung kanyang opensa. Malalaman natin mamaya. Hot dog again going in for the play, pero mukhang nadali. Sayang yung investment niya sa annihilator.
At saka ang ganda ng rotation ng Powerpuff Boys actually. Nandun na sila agad, no, before pa mag-light up yung next hardpoint natin. Kasi this is a rotating objective, no, for our maps. Nakukuha na agad nung isang player nila. Therefore, napakaganda ng communication na na-establish dito ng Powerpuff Boys natin. Tsaka nababasa nga nila yung galawan ng ICP Varsity. And we've mentioned this yesterday, partner. What you want to avoid when you guys are playing hardcore is become too predictable with your moves.
And not just the predictability, it's really more of how you respond, how fast you and your team find a way to go for the response. 24 seconds on the P1 right now. Siav going in for the defense. Nasaan? Meron kaya siyang backup doon. Two-man offense right there. Man-to-man offense. And that man-to-man offense results in a contest. And ISCP still manages to hold the hill. And they will get the scrap time.
Yeah, so let's see if Badman can actually be the baddest right now, trying to eliminate the players coming from our ISCP Varsity. Well, it was actually successful kasi dalawa agad, 2 in a row ang kanyang napatay. No? Hindi niya na pinapasok yung mga players na yun coming from ICP Varsity.
And ISCP Varsity back in P2, finding a way to go for the hold. Importante yan, Red Queen. Pero nakikita natin na break kagad ng Powerpuff Boys every time ISCP Varsity tries to defend. Andun kagad yung Powerpuff Boys. And look at the investment. 3 operator skills already on the side of the Powerpuff Boys, making it a very good offense/defensive investment using that or using these operator skills. Naka-purifier pa nga to si Joshua sa gilid. Makakapatay kaya siya sa lead. Giinihaw ang isaw sa gilid.
So yung Badman natin dito, guys, hindi na siya naging kasing bad ni Rihanna kasi naluto siya ng buhay doon. So pwede ko ba sabihing popcorn? Naging popcorn na lang siya doon, guys. Anyway, 191 to 124, guys. Our Powerpuff Boys is actually nearing that 250 match point. Kaya antayin na lang natin dito, guys, kung kaya pa ba ng ICP Varsity humabol. No? But ICP Varsity, again, they need to rethink the steps that they are doing right now. They need to slow down and talk to each other. Because right now, medyo sabog ang kanilang gameplay.
Well, not really more of sabog, partner. No? Hindi lang yung sabog. Yung talagang consistency. Kinakailangan talaga, you have to commit to whatever push you're trying to do. And
Yes.
Hotdog is going in for the offensive pero mukhang matindi ang depensa ng ating Powerpuff Boys. And ito na nga, nagkaroon na nga ng take-off point from that initial hold kanina sa P2. Now we're in P3. And I think Powerpuff Boys is trying to find a way to end the game here.
Ito na, no? Full force na sila sumusugot dito. And this is a literal scene of 5v5. And there you go. Powerpuff Boys still holds the hard point right there while ang ICP Varsity natin still trying to contest this hard point coming from our Powerpuff Boys. Tingnan natin if they can actually pull off a miracle at makahabol sila sa 217 points na sinetap na ng ating Powerpuff Boys. But wow, that was a good knockdown, partner.
Brilliant defense by CF right there pero mukhang nahuli kagad ng Powerpuff Boys yung strategy nila. This is what I'm talking about. Maganda yung response time ng ating Powerpuff Boys and that's actually what's resulting in their lead right now. 20 points to close out and we have 1 more second. I think they're gonna close out in the next hard point.
Yes, here we go. Guys, scrap time na tayo. 232, 128. Malapit na mag-250 pero wala na yata tayong oras dito, partner. Oh, there's another extension of 57 on the clock.
Oh, 54 seconds back sa hard point. Ito na, mukhang nagigising na yung opensa at depensa nitong ating team from ISCP. Will they be able to fulfill this lead that's higher than the sun and moon and everything in between? Brilliant 3-piece by Epo.
Yes. Galactic Force ang kailangan ng ating ICP Varsity. Guys, kailangan yata ng suporta ng mga kabatch, classmate at ka-blockmates ng mga players na to dito. Guys, naku, mag-ingay kayo dyan sa comment section. Mukhang kailangan nila ng konting tulak coming from their supporters kasi 137 pa lang din ang kanilang points and 250 na for our Powerpuff Boys, therefore taking the win for our first game of this day.
Fighting the ISCP and trying to save the hard point. They made it just in time. The Powerpuff Boys. O, diba? Eh, kulang na lang, kantahin ko na lang yung buong jingle eh. Pero that was a really, really good way for Powerpuff Boys to open up the game, proving that they could block off any threat, any rotation, any way to try, or for ISCP to try and manage a commanding lead. That is a very, very good play coming in from our Powerpuff Boys. Unang match pa lang, talagang nag-iinit na sila.
Oo, they actually, they've really set up an impenetrable defense. Maganda din yung simula nila. They were able to build their momentum at the get-go. So, yung consistency kasi talagang napakita na nila doon nung nabasa na nila yung galawan ng ICP Varsity. Alam nila kung saan magro-rotate. And that's actually what you said. Good command. So, again, it all boils down on how good din yung communication nyo sa teams, how good you are in getting those intels and information. This is not just all about trying to eliminate opponents. This is strategy. This is strategy, and that's what the Powerpuff Boys did. Kaya I think, I can say that they've really managed to take our first game.
And not just that, we're gonna show you a little bit of these highlights in the while. Pero grabe, eto na nga. And as we could see, look at the map control, look at the map mastery nitong ating team from the Powerpuff Boys. They really know all the entry points, all the possible approaches. Nakita mo, tingnan mo yung power position ni Bench, sinusubukan. Pero na-counter kagad dahil maganda yung, tingnan mo, Joshua naman, sinusubukan i-penetrate yung dalawang klaseng approach. So may mapatay kagad siyang isa, they will automatically respond to the other corner. Look at Bench right now. Sinusubukan pumatay sa likod, and that's also a brilliant way for Bench to actually find a way to carry his team. Owen, on the other hand, look at those brilliant shots from the left side of B2. Very important na alam mo kasi kung saan ka papasok.
Yes.
Diba? And as we could see right now on this P3 attempt, 58-44, brilliant double kills by Joshua. Alam niya kung saan siya magtatago, alam nila kung saan sila re-responde, and Bench with that investment, but the investment doesn't count. But still, look at this. They were able to make a sizable lead. Nakakaangat-angat din si ISCP from time to time. Pero as we pass the 100-point mark, mukhang nagiging obvious na yung atake, yung galing ng depensa nitong ating Powerpuff Boys, and not just their defense as well as their map mastery, because itong mapa, yung mga gantong klase ng mapa, very important kasi na familiar ka, alam mo kung saan ka rotate, alam mo kung saan papasok, alam mo kung saan ka lalabas, and they know also how to shift kagad. Kapag alam nilang kinakailangan na i-give, they'll give the scrap time to the ISCP Varsity.
Yeah, so again, this is game knowledge, how familiar you are doon sa mapa. And also, for the anchors, ito din yung isa sa mga big factors doon sa team natin dito. They should know really when to anticipate the attack, or saan manggagaling yung mga opponents, yung mga choke points, saan yung entry points, saan manggagaling yung kalaban. And if he can actually do that, then I guess siguro mga at least 50% naangat niya na yung team mo.
I couldn't agree more. And look at the disparity of 220 to 128. So they were itong ating Powerpuff Boys, they know how to defend. Brilliant defense there by Yaku. Sinubukan niyang i-cover yung dalawang entry points at once. Ronnie Maki there also with a big kill, pero mukhang sumagot at kumante rin itong ating team from ISCP. So ISCP better work on their map mastery as well as their consistency in terms of committing either towards offense or defense. Very important yon. Pero malalaman natin yan in the next few moments as we go to our next mode, which will be search and destroy.
Yes, pero alam mo naman, partner, pwede pa naman sila makabawi kasi kanya-kanya ding teritoryo yan eh.
At best of 5 to.
Oo,
At
di ba?
best of 5 to.
Kumbaga, hindi pa tapos ang laban, guys. Papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part. Sabi nga ni Bibimbap. Bibimbap!
And that exciting part will come after this very, very quick break. Don't go away. This is still the Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open, powered by the Nationals.
back, ladies and gents. Boys and girls, children of all ages, nandito pa rin kayo at nanonood ng The Nationals Philippine Open Challenger Series. And syempre, para maghatid sa inyo ng mga umaatikabong balagbagan at walang katapusan na CODM action, my name is Red Queen, together with the one and only Bravo 6 to my right side right here para ibigay sa inyo ang mga pasabog for this afternoon.
Speaking of pasabog, partner, search and destroy, may bomba dun sa next round natin. Tingnan nga natin mamaya mga kababayan kung ito ba'y magkakaroon ng sabugan, ng bomb planting. That's what I mean, okay? Oh. Pero bago ang lahat ho, meron ho kaming bagong impormasyon na nalaman. Ano? We have this just in, coming in from the Nationals, no? Our registration for the Academy Series is extended from August 23, August 25 na rin po yung deadline. So sa mga academic teams natin, sa mga estudyante natin who are currently enrolled for school year 2022 to 2023, you have 2 more days to register. Alam namin, linggo ngayon, bukas, lunes, martes, miyerkules, busy kayo sa inyong mga schoolworks. Pero always, eto na, when the Nationals has answered your prayers, more time for our academy teams to really step up to the plate because this is your path, where your path to pro begins. So sa mga kababayan ho natin, sa mga estudyante ho dyan who are watching us right now on Facebook Live, now is your chance to gather your team, to gather your school squad, prove your school spirit through the Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open, powered of course by the Nationals. Registration details are on our Facebook page. That is facebook.com/PHNationals. Again, facebook.com/PHNationals. And also, ilinawin din natin, partner, yung ating Challenger Series 2, ang deadline for the registration is also August 25. Wala ka na talagang excuse na in-extend.
In-extend na
Yun
para
sa
sa'yo.
academy, sa academy extended.
Para sa inyo na nanonood dyan at the comfort of your homes. Of course, sa CODM community naman natin, we have our casual players. We have those type of players na just plays for fun.
Kami.
Yes. So, meron din tayong, yun nga, mga aspiring pro players. And if you are one of those guys na who wants to build an esports career, well, thank you so much kasi meron na nga tayong The Nationals. No? Ito na yung platform for you. Ito na yung nilulook forward mo na kailangan mong gumaling, kailangan mong mag-grind gabi-gabi, kailangan mong maging pinakamagaling bumarel, pinakamagaling sa lahat. Dito mo na yon maipapakita, partner.
Pero partner, mukhang magsisimula na yung round 2 natin.
Naku, magsisimula na ba yung
Tutukan
round 2 natin?
Eto na mga kababayan, search and destroy round number 2 between the Blue Barking Aspins of ISCP Varsity and the Powerpuff Boys. 7 seconds to go. Red Queen, take it away.
Alright guys, so this game mode actually race to 7 tayo dito. And the option is, again, this is pretty one-sided, no? It's either you eliminate the defending team or bobombahin mo one of the 2 sides. So ito yung action na abangan natin dito, no? This is actually the most popular game mode for our Call of Duty players. So there you go, si Yaku natin dito being the anchor so far. Inaabangan niya kung meron bang makakalusot coming from our ICP Varsity. Si Aki, don't Aki, breaky my heart. There you go, hotdog. Goodbye to you.
1v3 situation. Very important for Siav to focus on where he will position himself, especially when he's going in for the sniper play. Siav, pumapwesto sa may house, dito sa parang house, and I think our Powerpuff Boys are gonna go for the plant. So you have the plant and you have the numbers advantage.
Right.
Siav, tumiskarte ka na maayos-ayos dito.
Oo, kailangan mo dumiskarte talaga kasi 4 pa yung kalaban mo. Medyo happy watching na lang si Bench, si Hotdog, si Epox, tsaka si Badman. Pero there you go, Shav, goodbye to you. Ang nakakuha ng ating first point para dito sa ating search and destroy ay walang iba kundi ang Powerpuff Boys kasi nakabuff sila ng Chemical X dito, partner.
Pero yung importante, 1 win isn't just enough. You gotta have 7, and the race to 7 is very important, especially in our search and destroy. Yaku again going for the sniper play, trying to find a way na madepensahan yung A. Still a 5v5, but things can change quickly, especially in situations like this. Siav going in for the wallbang.
Yes, so Shav natin dito actually, guys, doing the sniping kills for his team. So far, this is a 5v5 situation pa rin dito, mga kapatid, kabayan, at mga ka-CODM natin dito. So medyo maganda. No, they are actually being careful sa mga gagawin nilang steps, no? just for them to actually penetrate yung plant sites natin dito. But so far, si Shav nga maagang na maalam. Same thing with Powerpuff Boys. Nabawasan sila agad ng 2 players dito, partner. Pero naku, ICP Varsity already at a disadvantage because they already lost 3 members of their team.
But the Powerpuff Boys are definitely making adjustments now. And Hotdog with a big kill right there. 1v1 situation. Yako versus Hotdog. It's a sniper versus sniper in the alley. I've seen this in many battlefields. Sino kaya magbabag?
Oh my, ang galing ni Yako natin dito, guys. Pick and fire lang talaga dito. Kaya sobrang na-amaze ako. Pero unfortunately, it is still Powerpuff Boys who takes the W on our second round. So ISCP Varsity again not having a very good start dito sa ating search and destroy, partner. What do you think is gonna happen?
They gotta focus. They gotta find a way to not always necessarily employ a split play. Minsan kinakailangan mag-commit ka either depensa A, depensa B, or kinakailangan talaga mag-commit ka ngayon sa opensa mo. Badman inside that house. Malapit. I think this is the 1 near gas station, finding a way to literally just make the play. But Hotdog getting killed right there with the DLQ-33 and Yako. So Hotdog, oh, that's a long kill coming in from Owen.
Si Hotdog natin, guys, nako, has been cut into pieces at nasama na nga spaghetti natin dito, guys. 2 players na lang ang natitira for our ISCP Varsity. Samantalang sa Powerpuff Boys naman natin dito, 4. And I think they have already managed to plant that bomb. So, konting push na lang dito. Mukhang Powerpuff Boys na naman ulit dito, partner.
Well, Powerpuff Boys needs to maintain that momentum, find a way to not give any more plays sa ating ISCP Varsity. On the side of ISCP Varsity, you gotta focus. You gotta find a way na i-contest talaga yung depensa nitong ating Powerpuff Boys, because I think, hinahabol na si Ron ni Maki, and I think Powerpuff Boys are gonna find a way to literally get whatever they need.
Boom!
Wow!
Wow, hello sa'yo, goodbye. Hello, goodbye ang nangyari dun sa isang player natin kami from ISCP Varsity. And again, isa na lang, lone wolf na naman ang natitilang player natin dito for our ISCP Varsity, which is si Badman. And again, from behind, a backdoor play, partner.
And that backdoor play proving to be a big factor for Powerpuff Boys. If I was Powerpuff Boys, focus. On ISCP Varsity, then you gotta rethink, you gotta recalibrate your strategy. Because obviously, natatambangan sila dito ng ating Powerpuff Boys. Kinakailangan na nilang lumaro and to...
Man!
Kill from Siam right there.
Yes, that was actually a wonderful play coming from Shaven right now. No, medyo sumisilip naman siya sa kabilang side. And again, for our search and destroy, ladies and gents, no, limited ang life natin dito. Ang player natin, 1 life per round. Kaya naman, you really have to be careful. And again, si Hotdog na naman dito ay naging... hindi ko na malaman, partner, kung anong pwede ko sabihin sa kanya kasi lagi na lang natutumba dito, partner.
Dinagdagan yun sa spaghetti. ano yan di ba syempre, yung slice.
Kulang daw kulang.
Kulang Kailangan ng toppings, partner. Owen getting kill or going for a kill right there. 2v2 situation. Badman sinusuportahan si Sav playing the sniper spotter duo, and Joshua going in for the plant, pero mukhang tinatamaan si Aishi ng sniper play coming in from our Powerpuff Boys, and it's now a 1v1. Joshua with the frag. Will the frag count? Badman going in for the close. Malapit lang sa granada. Hindi ito tumama. Badman better find a way to contest this, but the long range shot does connect. 4-0. Powerpuff Boys literally sweeping the fence.
Mukhang kailangan talagang may mangyari no, sa communication na ginagawa ng ating ISCP Varsity. So far, they cannot penetrate. Hindi nila mabasag yung defense na pinapakita sa atin ng Powerpuff Boys as of the moment for our search and destroy. And again, they really need to be careful with their lives. And this guys only has 1 life per round. Kaya naman hindi pwedeng reckless dito. Hindi basta-basta or hindi bara-bara dapat ang ginagawa mong pagsugod against very well-experienced Powerpuff Boys. Kasi nakikita natin dito no, yung type of gameplay nila mukhang hasang-hasa, partner
I couldn't agree more. And ISCP Varsity kasi is basically they're being reactive at this point in time. Nagre-react lang sila sa kung ano yung ginagawa ng ating Powerpuff Boys. Brilliant kill by Epox right there with the sniper play. Pero importante, you have to be proactive now, especially that you're down 4 points. So when you're down 4 points in Search and Destroy, that must mean something. 2v1 finally the opening, but the backstab coming in from Owen, wising up, being really smart there, killing any more momentum for our blue barking aspirants.
And there you go. Oh,
Joke lang.
finally talaga.
5-0
Hindi,
na
finally
pala.
talaga. Finally, ang Powerpuff Boys, 5 pa rin ang score at hindi pa rin nakakuha ang ISCP Varsity natin dito, guys. Pero ang ganda ng pagkaka-knockdown ni Epox doon with that sniper kill. Pag si Epox, sapox talaga yan nangyayari dito, guys. But anyway, again, 2 points away na lang itong Powerpuff Boys natin dito before we hit that 7-point mark for this search and destroy. And again, mawi-witness na naman ba natin dito, partner, ang isang walis gameplay.
Wow! Brilliant 2-piece sniper kill from Epoch. Sabi nga nila, pag si Epoch, siguradong tepok.
Oh, yun! Yes!
Mas matindi pa sa katol. AC going in for that brilliant play right there. ISCP better get the rhythm fast. Again, they have to stop being reactive and they have to start being proactive. If you need to challenge the offense, you need to find a way to get things done. But I think ISCP is literally being very, very careful at this point. Nag-iingat din sila kasi they don't want to give any more points dito sa side ng ating Powerpuff Boys.
But the pressure isn't really that big for the Powerpuff Boys, no? For the ISCP Varsity, they really need to pick up the pace for the search and destroy. Pero so far, Powerpuff Boys really having a good time right now. Great performance coming from this boys. From the side of ISCP Varsity, they already have 2 casualties, so we still have 3 players remaining against 2 players remaining coming from Powerpuff Boys. So ito na yung advantage na inaantay ng ating ISCP Varsities, no? And they need to capitalize on this one. But so far, Powerpuff Boys, na-plant na yung bomba natin dito. And si bench natin to, I think, trying to flank, trying to find an opening knock to at least defuse and eliminate players coming from our Powerpuff Boys, partner.
Powerpuff Boys, finally they have the numbers advantage. They should make this, turn the game around, find a way. Yako is surrounded, and I think finally, the blue barking Aspins, ika nga nila, di ba? The blue barking Aspins get their first W. Very big win for ISCP, but a lot of catching up to do. Again, you gotta be proactive. You gotta find a way to sustain this. You gotta find a way to challenge and drain the morale of our Powerpuff Boys. ISCP Varsity, the challenge and the ball is in your court.
Blue barking Aspens, who let the dogs out with that win. And again, another impressive kill coming from Yaku. So nabawasan ng isang player natin dito from our ISP Vartis, which is si Epox. Pero nako si Bench, mukhang wala na rin dito sa play natin dito. And again, mukhang sunod-sunod, nagda-drop itong mga players natin from Powerpuff Boys. ISCP Varsity taking the win on this one. Finally ba ulit, partner? Makakita ba tayo ng back-to-back win for our search and destroy? Let us see!
Joshua with a long utility throw there, very important on his end to literally secure that A bomb site 35 seconds before the play. Joshua going in for the backdoor, susubukan niyang maskan pero mukhang nasa gilid. Nakapatay pa nga. Will Joshua make it a 2-piece? Not just yet, and it's back-to-back. Barking Aspins back-to-back. Barking Blue Aspins are definitely back on track. And again, sustaining momentum is all that needs, or that ISCP needs to do. The Powerpuff Boys recalibrate, rethink, and find a way to make sure that every play counts. They've been doing it consistently earlier. Right now, our Varsity from ISCP definitely catching up.
Yeah, the good thing for our ISCP Varsity, nakikinig sa mga alumni nila dito, guys. And again, si Bravo 6 natin, double major from the ISCP Varsity. But anyway, 2 casualties agad now. 4 casualties agad coming from the side of our ISCP Varsities. We got 2 more players coming from the side of Powerpuff Boys. So number advantage, I can say, oh no, this is actually a fair fight. But no, yes, again, kinokorek ko na naman yung sarili ko. Not a fair fight, guys. 2v1, and there you go, Powerpuff Boys. Boys again with the win. So isa na lang ang inaantay natin dito. 1 shot na lang, isang last shot na lang for our Powerpuff Boys, partner. And search and destroy, mukhang they will bag this one.
I have to find a way to, possibly that they could bag it this one, but Blue Barking Aspins, they were able to find a way to stop the bleeding. You gotta stop the bleeding, especially in this particular part of the game. You gotta focus. Find a way to literally make these plays. Make sure that your investments, that your strategy, kita mo, nagkukumpulan sila doon, mukhang face-to-face na bakbakan ng kanilang gagawin. Pero that is a brilliant double kill coming in from HC. Training, make it a triple.
Oh man, Aki is really breaking hearts right now with those impressive kills. Grabe, naubos niya agad dito ang ISCP natin. Pero ito si Hotdog, sinapak, One Punch Man, and again for the win, we got the Powerpuff Boys for our search and destroy.
Search and destroy with a really bizarre ending. sapakan talaga eh, no?
Oo.
Mano a mano, di ba? You gotta find a way to be creative and use whatever advantages you have. ISCP, they really, really tried their best and they were really good in, alam mo yon, yung bumangon ka from like from a 5-0 deficit. And then they were able to find a way to get the momentum, but it's just that prowess, that veteran prowess coming in from our Powerpuff Boys that really sealed the deal for our search and destroy match.
Ang ganda yung sapak. Parang sinabi ni Kuko kahapon parang nakatikim ng sampal kasing lakas nung ginawa kay Will Smith dito. Nayanig ang mundog. But that was actually a great ending, fun to watch. Yung sapak ni parang sinabi, partner, hindi ko na kailangan magbarel. Eto na lang ang sayo. Bam! And that ends
diba
the
sabi
game.
nila, pag sinapakan ni Manny Pacquiao, para kang tinamaan ng shotgun. Pero mukhang mas deadly
Mas
pa
deadly.
sa shotgun yung makikita natin mamaya yan dun sa highlights provided by our mission control. And there we go. Yako brilliantly providing that sniper play, especially in the first parts of that round. Kitang-kita mo yung pasok talaga ng mga shots niya. Yako
Yeah.
making all of those quality shots in a way to find or to defend itong side ng Powerpuff Boys. They started off, Powerpuff Boys started off with a brilliant defensive/offensive strategy, but I think itong ating ISCP Varsity, again, they were so reactive. Kumbaga,
Right.
they were just reacting based on kung ano yung nakikita nilang depensa doon
Tama.
sa Powerpuff Boys. But in the end, towards nearing the end, brilliant kill by Sev right there, brilliant sniper plays, and Hotdog also going in for the shotgun plays. Pero importante for all or for ISCP Varsity now to just hold on and find a way to make the play. Badman with that big sniper counter right there, and Owen again going in for the utility play, pero mukhang napatay din siya. Nakapatay siya using that nade. And Aishi is also one of the players I really was watching out sa ating Powerpuff Boys because
Yes.
yung mga backdoor niya, partner talagang maganda yung mga pasok niya sa mga para makarating ito sa kalaban.
At saka ang daming plays coming from ISCP Varsity. And this is what just I observed, no?
Oh.
They were all coming in from just one direction. Kaya pag tuloy nag-spray ang isang player coming from the Powerpuff Boys, sunod-sunod silang nagda-drop And again, this is search and destroy. Sinabi na natin yan kanina, no? This is most likely boils down to how good your strategy is. Kasi nga, one life, no? One life lang ang meron kayo for search and destroy. Yun nga, I don't know what happened with ISCP, but medyo madaming beses ko silang nakita just coming in from just one direction, no? Kaya feeling ko, ang bilis nilang mabawasan ng players.
Again, reactive. They were reactive earlier. They have a chance to redeem it again, especially sa ating third match, which is Control. And definitely, we will see that Control game after this very short break. Again, don't go away. The Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open, powered by the Nationals. We'll be right back. Nationals Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open is back, and eto na naman, pinapractice na naman po ni Red Queen yung kanyang BS in Sanitation Engineering, major in pagmamap ng sahig. Pero we are not gonna be your sanitation engineers ngayon pong araw ng linggo, and we are gonna bring you all of the action, of course. First match pa lang.
Yes.
Marami pa
Madami
mangyayari.
pang magaganap.
Oo. Marami rin makapalilinisin dyan.
Yes. And it's going to be an explosive Sunday afternoon. Di namin
Right.
gagawin boring yung Sunday nyo. Of course, we are here to enjoy the weekend. We are here to give that energy back to our viewers.
Oh, and not just the energy, of course. Siyempre, our community waited for this for a long, long time. And now that
Yes.
the Nationals, the Philippines' first franchise-based esports league, gave us this title, gave us this Philippine Open for Call of Duty Mobile, mukhang nag-grant yung ating wish dahil maganda ang action. And speaking of action, eto na. Third round na po tayo, mga ka-CODM. Control, partner, take it away.
Yes, Sun and Moon represent, partner. Antayin natin yan. Sun and Moon represent. Maiaangat ba ang ating bandera ng ISCP Varsity? And again, as alumni of this prominent university, guys, we need you to step up for our round 3.
Oh,
Round 3.
Oh, eto na. Here we go at control. We could see, brilliant use of utilities right there. Hot dog, matapak sa Bravo point. Ang ating Powerpuff Boys will be the ones who will go for the attack, and mukhang, for the defense, and ang ating ISCP Varsity will go on the defense. And as we can see right now, 26-25 lamang sa lives ng ISCP. ISCP better get this one if they don't want to experience the power washing itong ating Powerpuff Boys.
Yes, and again, for those of you who are watching, Control is actually a combination of search and destroy, and of course, hard point. So for this game mode, no, medyo limited din ang ating mga respawns. Each team only has 30 lives, and so far, no, both teams, meron pa tayong 21 lives left and 44 seconds on the clock. So medyo okay pa naman tayo dito, stable. Both teams doing their best to actually eliminate opponents. Pero napakaganda naman ang sunod-sunod na barrel na ginagawa ni Hotdog natin dito. And again, another kill for Hotdog.
Brilliant two-piece coming in from Hotdog, making it a 3,
Ooh.
almost a 4, pero mukhang hindi connect. Yakko right there, the Powerpuff Boys fighting away now, moving into Joshua. Sinusubukang pumasok ng ating ISCP Varsity. 2 out of 3 stages in the Bravo capture. Just, I have a feeling ISCP Varsity will capture Bravo, and I think Powerpuff Boys is gonna move into defend Alpha. Very important to defend Alpha. Ayan na nga, nakuha na nga ng ISCP ang ating point Bravo, and Powerpuff Boys, they are gonna focus on defending because ayan na nga. Nakikita natin, again, tama yan yung sinasabi ni Red Queen na pumapasok from one direction. Very important, you gotta be proactive and you have to find a way to respond agad or humanap ng paraan para maka-respond rather agad.
Oh, tsaka talaga dapat nag-uusap kayo ng team. Constant communication. Communication is key. Lagi yan. No, yan ang lagi niyong tatandaan. Kasi kung hindi niyo alam kung anong kaganapan dun sa nangyayari sa arena, talagang masusweep kayo ng kalaban niyo. Pero dito nga, partner, no, usapang kalye natin dito. Kung tawagin natin to parang ubusan lahi. And so far, ayan na nga, no. 11 for our Powerpuff Boys and 10 lives na lang left for our ISCP Varsity. And again, ISCP needs to really step up their gameplay, no, dictate the tempo for our Control to win this fight.
I like that term, dictating the tempo, and that has been the storyline of Powerpuff Boys ever since. They've been dictating the tempo, and ISCP is just literally dancing to the music.
Oh!
Brilliant two-piece coming in from Batman right there. That makes it a 7-7 with 21 seconds into the clock. Kinakailangan, I think, both teams are trying to go for the life reduction play here.
Yes, we got 13 seconds on the clock. 6-6 ang buhay natin
Wow.
both for the teams. Pero tingnan natin kung sino pa rin ang mananalo dito. Right now, si Epox natin dito. Oh! Sorry! Pero siya ang may gustong bumerel, pero siya ang napatay dun sa encounter na yun, dun sa 1v1 na nangyari ngayon. Pero Owen, again, bumabalik. At pinapakita na kaya niyang ubusin ang mga players coming from our Powerpuff Boys. Now, eto naman si Aiken natin. Ayun, biglang kasa, pero panalo na pala itong ISCP Varsity. So mukhang nakikinig sa atin, partner. Sinabi natin, kailangan natin itaas ang bandera at nakikinig sila sa alumni. So Sun and Moon represent. Good luck to our ISCP Varsity.
ISCP, the blue barking Aspens, their roar is is being heard. Tinawag na ba nila ang Sun Campus? Tinawag na ba nila ang Atlantis Campus? At kung saan sa ang campus para manood? Matutuwa kaya ang din neto. Ronnie Maki getting killed right there. And Bad Man again going in for the play. AC, nahawakan yung point. We're switching sides now. Powerpuff Boys going in for the offense. ISCP better hold, better maintain that momentum, better find a way to go for the defense. Hotdog tinamaan, isa, dalawa.
Yes, and one more thing, ladies and gents, no, to be able to be very good at what you're doing right now, especially etong mga game modes natin dito for our MP. Alam nyo naman kung gaano kahirap, no, laruin itong game mode natin for our Call of Duty Mobile. You need to be able to update yourself because the meta is always evolving. You have to know everything because, again, we've said this yesterday, knowledge is always power. So ito din yung mga bagay na kailangan nyo i-consider, no, kapag maganda yung communication nyo, maganda yung flanking nyo, maganda yung rotation nyo, pwede nyo talagang masungkit ang panalo in every game mode na lalaroin natin for our Call of Duty Mobile.
I couldn't agree more. Brilliant now from ISCP Varsity, successfully going in for the play, for the life-draining play with 24 seconds on the clock. And this is definitely a turnaround, a turning point for our ISCP Varsity. Finally, sila na yung sinasabi mo, nagdi-dictate ng tempo, or ng tempo. Kung kanina ang kinakanta nila, Bongga Kaday ng hotdog dahil may hotdog doon. Ngayon, it's gonna be Sun and Moon. Kakakantahin kaya nila ng ISCP anthem ang ating Powerpuff Boys, or will they be making themselves available? 6 seconds left on the clock right now, 18-6. Pretty much sure ISCP Varsity is gonna take this for the bag. 4 seconds left.
There you go, guys. ISCP Varsity keeping the consistency as much as possible. Epox again with another Tepok kill. At ayan, inaabangan nyo yung player natin coming from our ISCP. Ayan, what a great spray down. And of course, another kill for our ISCP Varsity.
I don't know what happened to the Powerpuff Boys here, pero mukhang grabe naman yon. Bad Man, 1 life left for our Powerpuff Boys. And yes! ISCP Varsity is finally on its feet. We are switching sides now, mga kababayan, and ISCP better maintain this. Yav being a really, really good slayer here with 15 kills to boot, and 4 out of 5 from the ISCP Varsity are having double-digit kills at this point, meaning to say they're improving in terms of their communication. They have to sustain this, and sustaining is just one part of the game. You gotta find a way to go for the win as natepok si Epox ng Granada.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yun ang ating main song ngayon for our ISCP Varsity kasi yun ang ginagawa, no? Kanya-kanyang teritoryo to, partner. And so far, very promising at napakaganda ng simula ng ISCP Varsity. Now, ang tanong na lang talaga dito, partner, kasi it always goes down kung gaano ka-consistent dun sa gameplay. But so far, no, mukhang nakakabawi naman sila dito sa Powerpuff Boys. Mukhang nakipag-deal na sila kay Mojo Jojo dito.
Wait lang ha, medyo kinailangan kong i-process yung Mojo Jojo reference na yun ha. Bad Man, Bad Man will be able to make that kill again. Wala man siyang Batmobile pero mukhang Ronnie Maki is gonna make California Maki out of his opponent right there. And as we could see, Hotdog again going in for the defense. Epox!
Oh!
Mas matindi pa sa katol, pumatay ng lamok yun ha. Yung Annihilator na yun ha.
Grabe.
Siguradong tepok kay Epox talaga, mga ka-CODM. 19-18, and the live side Bravo point has been captured by our ISCP. They win this round. ISCP is back on the map.
Yes, good use of the Annihilator right there. One-hit wonder itong si Epox natin. But so far, guys, medyo dikit na dikit yung laban natin dito. We still got 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. 16 lives left for our Powerpuff Boys and 17 lives left for ISCP Varsity. And again, we are seeing a great display of consistency coming from the side of ISCP Varsity. Really taking command on this one. Pero tingnan natin kasi pwede din naman makahabol yung Powerpuff Boys. So far, they have read, no, yung mga gameplays and strategies na pinakita ng ISCP Varsity kanina. Pero so far ngayon, mukhang hindi nila mabasa, partner, kasi don't judge the book by its cover daw.
I couldn't agree more. You know what, Owen now going in for the nade for the utilities. Very important in this part or in this closed spaces talaga. Na you make your utilities count. That's where your investments come in. And as we could see right now, our Powerpuff Boys stacked up in Point Alpha, finding a way. Nakadapa sila lahat. Anong ginagawa nila? May pulis ba sa likod? Dapa! Pare, pulis ako!
Baka nagsasunbathing, hinahanap sa baba. Hindi ko rin alam bakit sila
5 lives.
Yes, here we go. 9 lives left for ISCP Varsity. 4 lives left for our Power 5 Boys. Sunod-sunod na po nagkakapaan. Etong ating Power 5 boys dito. Guys, mukhang control na control talaga ng ISCP Varsity itong ating game mode and therefore taking another win. Sabi ko sa'yo, partner, magpa-practice ako dito. Yan.
Ayan.
Oh.
At mga kababayan, proud na isa na naman pong alumna ng ISCP ang prinomote ang kanyang school. Pero that was, alam mo, kidding aside, all jokes aside, Red Queen, alam mo, that was a brilliant comeback for our ISCP Varsity, the Blue Barking Aspins, definitely making their bites known. Kumbaga talaga, kumakagat na sila ngayon eh.
Yeah, dust yourself off and try again. And sabi mo nga, partner, that was a great comeback. Magaling talaga yung ginawa nila dito. Kumbaga parang they've clapped back. Pinakita talaga nila dito na sandali lang. Hindi lang kayo ang laging nananalo. Kami din, papakitaan namin kayo. So, right now, ISCP Varsity walking the talk right now. So, let's see what's going to happen in the next round. Pero bago ang lahat, partner, syempre, we will be discussing what truly happened kanina, no? Yung ating highlights para naman makita ng mga viewers natin dito kung ano yung na-miss out nila. Kasi malay natin, late nag-tune sa the Nationals eh.
Oh, eto na nga. And as we could see right now, AC making all those brilliant or finding a way to go in for the kill right there. Napatay ni AC from attempting the wall bang right now, 19-19. What I could really commend for ISCP here is they literally used the same Powerpuff Boy tactic all along against them in control, which is to be consistent, number one. Number two, find a way to not make themselves predictable. And number three, yung pinaka-importante doon, yung marunong kagad silang mag-switch eh. It's not, kita mo, dumo-double pick pa tong si Badman. Badman literally stepping up to the plate, going in for the slays. And as we could see, on the other hand naman, Powerpuff Boys, knowing that they're at a disadvantage, they try and fight for every single heal. So that is very important. Ayan. Tingnan mo yung sunod-sunod na patay ni Hotdog dyan. Very good investment with your Annihilator. That's one shot, one kill. You only got one chance or a limited tries in every game to use it. Again, Badman is definitely the slayer of the game for me for ISCP. ISCP has definitely found a way to make its mark. Kumbaga, nagbunga na yung pagpapractice nila sa iba't ibang planet, sa iba't ibang campus. Dahil eto na, maybe control is their thing. Diba? Maybe control is their thing. Ronnie Maki with those kills again. And again, Epox is the master of the Annihilator. Talagang, again, I sound like a broken record here. Epox siguradong tepok.
Hindi, maganda talaga. Maganda yung ginawa ni Epox natin dito, guys.
Dalawa.
And again, sinabi nga natin, teritoryo lang to eh. We have our own strengths and weaknesses, but so far, ISCP managed to get over the fact na natalo nga sila ng 2 beses, no? Kasi yun lang naman yun eh. You need to really dust yourself off and try again. Kasi if you let this affect you, if you let the pressure kick in, no, dun sa buong team mo, then it's already a possibility that it's going to affect your strategy and your gameplay. So that's what you need to do, guys, no? Do not get yourselves do not let yourselves crack under pressure, partner.
And speaking of pressure, we are going to have to take a little bit off of that pressure because we're going to go to a very, very short break. At sa aming pong pagbabalik, it's going to be round number 4. Another hard point, another day, another match sa ating Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open powered by the Nationals. We'll be right back.
welcome back guys sa nag-iisang The Nationals Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open. At syempre, kasama nyo sa kasayahan at sa mga umaatikabong aksyon na nangyayari dito ngayon. Ako pa rin si Red Queen Gaming at kasama ko pa rin dito ang makulit na si Bravo 6.
Ay nako, thank you po partner Red Queen at sa mga kasama ho natin on Facebook Live who are just joining us. We are now on round 4 of this epic battle between the Blue Barking Aspins of ISCP Varsity and the Powerpuff Boys. Alam mo, ang tagal-tagal kong pinangarap na masabi yung ISCP dahil alam mo, lahat tayo, yung mga ang daming Aspins na nagko-comment ngayon sa comment section. Ha?
Yes.
May mga galing Mercury Drag Campus daw, may galing planet, kung saan-saan planetang campus. Ako, graduate ako ng Atlantis Campus.
No, ako mag-enroll pa lang eh.
Mag-enroll ka na naman?
Oo, kasi gusto ko kasi yung atmosphere dun sa ating ISCP. Kaya babalik ako ulit para din makilala ko itong varsity team natin dito kasi ang bilis i-approve ng din natin dito. Pero mo, may varsity agad itong ISCP natin dito, guys.
Oo. Pero alam mo, jokes aside, alam mo, sinabi ng ISCP kanina sa ating Powerpuff Boys, iyo ang hard point, amin ang control.
Oo.
Di ba? Amin ang control because they literally found a way to bounce back to prevent a sweep by the Powerpuff Boys who have been playing so phenomenally doon sa ating hardpoint at saka sa ating search and destroy. And we are now moving partner sa ating game number 4 back to hardpoint. And I think I gotta toss it back to you.
Yes, masyado daw kasing masaya yung Powerpuff Boys eh. Akala nila sila lang yung kayang maglaro ng CODM. So anyway, itong ISCP Varsity, we are back sa hardpoint game mode natin dito. But this time, nandito tayo sa take off the map. Eh wait, tingnan natin, no? Ang ganda lagi ng simula eh. Laging throwable, syempre, no? Yun yung magandang prediction. Pero ayun na nga, we already have 3 points for the side of Powerpuff Boys. So far, sila yung may madaming points. Pero hold on! The fight is not over. Biglang sumagot ang ICP Varsity. And now flipping the tables, we got 4-3 in favor of ICP Varsity.
Badman of our Badman from our Powerpuff Boys right there. Definitely finding, I think ano to medyo na-confused lang ako. If I'm not mistaken, pina-hotdog yata yung sa, ISCP ba? I have to double check right now. Yeah. And as we can see right now, Joshua trying to go in for the defense, and that makes it a 15-11 on the side of the blue team.
Yeah, so para sa inyong mga nanonood dyan, para tong agawan base, no? Agawan base. So race to 250 rin to, ladies and gents, for those of you na medyo hindi pa rin nag-grasp kung paano laruin itong hardpoint natin. But anyway, we got Hotdog at mukha na ko si Yummy Hotdog. May Tommy bumagsak dito, partner.
Wait lang. Siam going in, trying to go for the double pick right there. Will the double pick count? Yes, sir! And I see we can see right now, ang ating ISCP banking on that defense right now. The ISCP Varsity team finding a way to go for the hit, pero nabibreak sila ng ating Powerpuff Boys. Bumalik agad ang ating ISCP. Are they gonna be trying to learn from their mistake? But Joshua with a brilliant, a big 2-point skill right here.
Yeah, so ICP Varsity needs to break the kill streak that's happening right now for the Powerpuff Boys. The score is already 25-19. So medyo 5 points lang naman yung lamang. Humahabol pa rin ang ICP Varsity natin dito. Again, a great display ng consistency coming from this team so far, no? Sunod-sunod yung laro natin ngayon. So medyo nag-iinit na to. Slowly building their momentum, partner. Pero mukhang okay na ang kanilang rotations. Okay na yung structure nila. And okay na din ang kanilang communication. So far, we can see it by just how much numbers, no, they are putting up, racking up these points for our hard point match.
Powerpuff Boys trying to go for the scrap time, but the scrap time, as usual, alam naman natin, pag sinabing scrap time, it's just a few points eh. Mabilis rumespo kagad ang ating Powerpuff Boys. Humawak agad sa ating P3, and it's very important that for our ISCP Varsity, bumalik agad, tumapak agad kayo, kinaya nyo nga sa control. You gotta be consistent. Wait lang, but parang we are seeing right now that mukhang nagkakaroon ng internet issues isa sa mga players natin. Okay, Hotdog going in for that kill, that headshot right there, and I think our signal's back on. Owen with a big kill right there, and very important for our Powerpuff Boys, or our ISCP rather, to find a way to break the hill. Para sa ISCP naman, or sa Powerpuff Boys naman, kinakailangan defense, defense, defense.
Yes, medyo short standoff lang between those two teams, no? Mukhang nakipagpakiramdaman or nakinig ng mga footsteps kung saan manggagaling yung mga opponents nila. But anyway, we can see that Owen is trying to aim at one of the players coming from our ISCP Varsity, pero mukhang natunugan siya na nakaabang doon si Owen. And right now, we are watching on your screen si Hatog natin just through that frag, trying to anticipate an attack coming from the Powerpuff Boys, pero still, maganda pa rin ang cover at maganda pa rin ang pagkakabakod dito ni Hatog. At ito naman si Aki. Ayun! Naku, grabe nakasalubong si Shav natin doon. Pati si Joshua, patay si Joshua.
Joshua, napatay si Joshua. Wait lang. And as we can see right now, our team from the Powerpuff Boys again regaining their lost dominance in control. Yaku trying to go for the Annihilator.
Ooh.
One shot connects, but the grenade almost killing 43 to 35. Ito na, nagigising na yung ating ISCP. ISCP gotta hold on to this point if they still want to have a fighting chance and force a game 5 dito po sa ating match ngayong hapon.
Yes, and there you go, ISCP Varsity crossing the 100 mark, 104 points against 49. Owen again with that frag and trying to actually contest the hard point right now, killing Batman, pero si Batman nakapalit ng putok natin. So that was actually a great exchange between those great players, no? And right now we got Yaku right here heading towards another hard point, no? Mukhang yung toka niya na lugar, bumalik siya doon, guys, at inaabakan niya kung sino rin yung makakasalubong niya dito. And again, Yaku with a kill, but unfortunately he's been spotted as well and got tagged as well.
And our ISCP trying to go for that that control over that hard point right there. Very important for them to regain control at this point in time. If I was the IGL of ISCP right now, tapak, 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 at depensa, depensa, depensa. If I am Powerpuff Boys right now, I gotta find a way to try and break the hill again, because that was a brilliant defense by Siav. Epox, Tinepox from the top. Joshua with the power position, but the counter is very, very evident here. ISCP, you gotta find a way to sustain it, and they're trying to cut down that lead, but our Powerpuff Boys are back at it again.
Yes, bloodthirsty, kill hungry. Yan ang pinapakita ng ating mga Powerpuff Boys, and of course, kailangan nilang basagin yung magandang defense na pinapakita ng ating mga ISCP Varsity, because we got 118 points against 83 points that Powerpuff Boys is trying to set up, no? Ang tanong na lang dito, partner, kaya pa ba nilang humabol? But then again, you know, for the side of our ISCP Varsity, they need to keep the consistency, and yun nga yung lagi nating sinasabi sa kanila, no? Guys, communication, you've got to focus, you need to step on that hard point to gain the edge over Powerpuff Boys, but so far they are really doing some brilliant moves right now, and we got some hard points being contested again by Powerpuff Boys, but not successfully snatching that hard point from the ISCP Varsity.
Linawin lang po natin, yung ating nasa blue na side, these are the ISCP Varsity players. So blue like the blue barking aspins.
Yes.
Yung ating Powerpuff Boys po, yung color yellow right now, ha? Para lang malinaw sa ating mga nanonood right now, just to also avoid any confusion. Going back, our ISCP Varsity, again, you gotta find a way to get back and fight for that hill. 21 seconds right now, and the Powerpuff Boys are seeing to extend that lead. They are closing the 150 mark already.
Yes, anyway, the yellow team, again, this is the ISCP Varsity, right, partner? So far, they've lost that hard point. Hard point natin dito, and the Powerpuff Boys is actually doing that rotation right now, heading towards the other hard point natin dito, guys. So nakikita natin dito another reset that is happening between these players at the moment, and right now everyone is really heading towards that hard point right there to actually contest and try to take it, try to dominate it, and of course try to conquer that hard point right there.
And we could see our ISCP team, the blue barking aspins, again, they are the ones in blue. Yung ating Powerpuff Boys po, yung nasa yellow side of the map, and Siab getting burned like isaw right there. And importante sa ating teams right now na maayos, ano, or rather, importante sa ating teams right now to find a way to maintain whatever consistency they have. And so far, it's the Powerpuff Boys who see that they're defending the hill at all costs. Powerpuff Boys, or sorry, the ISCP is now going in for the scrap time. Very important at this stage, Red Queen, for ISCP to really make all their hard point steps count.
Yes, ISP trying to control the situation right now. They have the hard point. Powerpuff Boys doing the rotation, getting some kills. So tingnan natin if they can actually snatch this hard point from the ISCP Varsity. But we already have 194 to 104 points.
Nakita mo yun? Sino mo ka sumapak eh?
Oo, sinapak na naman. Nag-Manny Pacquiao na naman tayo dito,
Manny!
guys. Yes. Anyway, nako, para sa'yo, ang laban na to. Malapit na tayo mag-reach ng 200 dito, partner. And again, this game mode is raised to 250.
If the Powerpuff Boys win this, it's gonna be game over. And it's very important for ISCP to step up. They have to build on that momentum they got from Control and try to force a game 5. But the Powerpuff Boys, you gotta find a way na tumapak. Tapak na kung kinakailangan.
Oh!
Parang kanta lang ni Gary V. Tapak na, tapak at galaw. Diba? Something
Oo,
like that.
naku, grabe. So sobrang excited ni Bravo natin dito. Napapakanta na, no? Kasi medyo intense na yung laban natin dito, guys. Nakikita nyo naman yung Powerpuff Boys natin dito. Catching up, trying to catch up sa score na meron ng ating ISCP Varsity. 124 and still counting. Hardpoint being contested. Shav going in for the kill. Four players coming from ISCP Varsity. He tried to knock them all out, but unfortunately, that's just too much firepower for just one person, partner.
And the ISCP going in for the scrap time. That scrap time will only just give them a slither of 2 points. I mean, very few points right there. Important for ISCP to try and hold the next hard point, or else they're gonna lose this particular match. And if I were on the side of the Powerpuff Boys, keep the pressure on. Don't give any more room or elbow room para po sa ating ISCP to reclaim. Badman going in for the close. 215 now. I think our Powerpuff Boys is gonna find a way to end this series right here, right now.
Powerpuff Boys nyo medyo napapagod na dito, ladies and gents. Pero nakikita nyo naman, no? Kanina pa namin pinag-uusapan ni Bravo 6 kung paano yung consistency maikip na tong ISCP Varsity. So far, napapakita naman nila, no? Dahil 220 points na po, meron itong Powerpuff Boys.
Oh, 222 for the Powerpuff Boys, 130. Ayan na. And as we can see right now, our ISCP Varsity finding a way to break the hill, to contest whatever they can, get whatever scrap time they can. But ISCP needs to correct it now. They have to find a way to hold the hill at all costs, and be really consistent with their scoring. Joshua going in for the back door at pinigilan mo kami nakadepensa sa gilid na huli si Joshua. Huli sa CCTV.
Yes. So first order yan ng ating Samgyupsal courtesy ng ating Purifier kill doon, no, na nangyari. Anyway, let me just update everyone. We got 144 points from the side of ISCP Varsity. 224 points naman para sa ating Powerpuff Boys. So Powerpuff Boys pala ang meron lead for our match right now. And again, this game mode is raised to 215. So far, Powerpuff Boys taking the lead on this one, keeping the consistency and getting all the kills. Pero si Hotdog, yummy pa rin kasi kasama niya si Tommy pumatay. Pero nako, si Joshua natin says no and killed Hotdog right on the spot.
Powerpuff Boys aiming to finish this series in that hill, finding a way, 15 points away from victory, but the ISCP Blue Barking Aspen says nope, not just yet. Aishi going in for the follow-through, but I think 10 seconds scrap time again for ISCP. ISCP needs to really find a way to stop relying on scrap time and find a way to go and make their own place right now.
Right now, partner, they are bleeding, no? They are bleeding and they need to find a way to stop this, no? They need to catch up kasi konti na lang ang points na kailangan puruin ang ating mga Powerpuff Boys. Pero si Epox natin, siya ang natepok this time. Kaya tingnan natin kung paano ba makakabawi itong ISCP Varsity natin dito to at least gain some confidence and to take down these players coming from Powerpuff Boys.
And the Powerpuff Boys looking to end it with authority. 3, 2, contest, and the color switch to the 1, and there we go. Fighting crime, trying to save their wins, and they win it just in time. The Powerpuff Boys have finally did what they failed to do earlier dahil nga napigilan sila nung win na yun ng ISCP sa control, but the Powerpuff Boys win it with authority.
Yes, they were able to break yung consecutive wins ng Powerpuff Boys pero natin, no? Pero still natin. So, Powerpuff Boys pa rin ang nakakuha ng win natin for this one. But still, binigyan tayo ng magandang performance coming from both of the teams. Kasi nakikita naman natin, with the kind of gameplay that they actually showed us for this afternoon, nakita natin na hindi naman itong mga beginners, partner eh. These are seasoned players of Call of Duty. Yung game knowledge pa lang and how they are so familiar, no, dun sa mapa natin dito sa hardpoint, nakita natin, no, alam nila kung saan ang magiging entry point, alam nila kung saan magiging manggagaling yung mga makakalaban, no. It all boils down lang talaga sa consistency tsaka momentum ng team eh.
Eto na, pakita lang natin yung ating highlights courtesy of our mission control right there. Maki, again, trying to open up with those utilities, and this has been the case. ISCP found a way to really maintain the hill for themselves. Pero what really happened, in the early game, they were really on the lead. Nahihirapan sa opensa itong ating team from the Powerpuff Boys. But towards the late game, ang nangyari was, ISCP relied too much again on scrap time, on trying to penetrate the defense, at medyo yung response nila, yung pag-rotate nila, it was a bit of a challenge for them simply because Powerpuff Boys knew how to adjust, and this has been the tone of the first hardpoint game. Ito rin yung nangyari sa ating second hardpoint game. Owen with that denial of the slide jump right there after that two-piece from Joshua, Siav getting suppressed right there, and Yaku trying to go and defend the hill. Look at that, 91-39 over at the early stages of the game. Talagang kitang-kita mo na yung yung prowess ng ating Powerpuff Boys in terms of how they're able to manage breaking all of these hills and forcing our ISCP na medyo hindi naman sa mabagal, pero parang nahihirapan silang pumasok talaga because of their response time. So that is a very, very good example of how our teams bounce back from their losses. Yaku right there over at that point, trying to hold the hill for himself. Hotdog with a power position right there, but Yaku denying that power position right there. Long kill from Joshua. 84-120. Ito yung moment na medyo nakakahanap ng momentum pa yung ating ISCP. Pero over again towards the late game, ISCP relying too much on scrap time. Very important for them. Sana kung naka-recalibrate lang sila from that strategy. Like move fast, try to not invest too much on one entry point or putting multiple entry points. Importante talaga na makapasok sila kagad, make those plays, and that is what I think what separated ISCP's brand of defense and offense from that of the Powerpuff Boys, because the Powerpuff Boys, not to sound parang talagang alam nila yung map mastery eh. Importante kasi lalo't gantong klaseng mapa pa yung pinaglalaroan natin. So very important. Again, ayan, no, kita mo yung gap, nag-wide na siya to 144 to 224. That is, it could have been, kaya sanang habulin ng ating Blue Barking Aspins, pero talaga pinahirapan sila yung Powerpuff Boys natin. Sabi mo nga kanina, baka naka-double dose sila ng Chemical X.
Yes. At saka partner, sinabi mo for the ISCP Varsity, they relied too much dun sa scrap time, no? So parang kumbaga sa school terms natin, mukhang itong mga batang to mahilig sa cramming. No? Sanay yun ang culture talaga sa ISCP Varsity. But then again, it's still a great performance. They tried na makakatch up doon sa sinet up ng Powerpuff Boys natin dito. It was a good try. No?
It was a really great match. I mean, it was a really great match. So palakpakan nyo ang sarili ninyo, ISCP Blue Barking Aspins, the ISCP Varsity. And of course, congratulations to our Powerpuff Boys. I think they will advance to our draft series na. So merong Powerpuff Boys na mukhang mapupunta sa higher, hopefully, ma-draft sila. But anyway, we are gonna take a very, very short break. At sa aming pong pagbabalik, it's gonna be our second match of the day. One of the most anticipated matches of this card. We got the West Point Mambalo Kings and C8 Legacy. Sa aming pong pagbabalik, this is the Nationals Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Open.